So in this quick video, we're going to talk about how to model a bolt. So it's going to look like this at the end. Let's go ahead and get started. So I'm just going to pull up a new part and model the thing. So I start with a polygon. Right now, by default, it's probably going to be on rectangle. So we'll click the little down arrow and we'll say polygon. We'll make sure, you can go ahead and make sure it says 6 because we need a 6-sided. I'm going to click on the origin and I'm just going to drag it out. Okay, and I'm just going to click. It draws a lot like a circle. So after I do it though, I'm going to click done. Now I'll go to dimension and I'll say, you know, from one of these lines to the line across it, I want it to be 0.5. Now something that will help us out is to either use a horizontal or a vertical constraint. See how this is kind of crooked from the origin. So I'm going to use just horizontal. So I'll click horizontal, say, you know, make that point and this point horizontal. That kind of squares it up for us, right? So I'll go ahead and hit E for extrude, and I know the dimension on this, the thickness needs to be 0.25, so there it is. Now I'll go to start 2D sketch, and I'm going to make the shaft of the bolt. So I'll use the center point circle, and in this case I want it to be 1/4 inch, so 0.25. I'll go ahead and extrude this to be 2 inches. All right, now I'll go ahead and zoom all here so I can get the whole bolt on the screen. I'm going to use the thread command right here. There it is. So we're going to set some values now. First thing I'm going to do is click the part I want threaded. So I'm going to click the shaft here. Now these are already set because I used it previously, but for size I need it to be 0.25. I want designation to be 1/4 UNC. Class 2A is good. And the depth probably is, right now it might just be at full depth. So I might just take and do threads through the whole thing. But we actually want to change that, and we're just going to make it 1. All right, so we'll hit OK. All right, so we've actually modeled the bolt now. Let's talk about how to go to this now. So I'm going to pull up my new, from my template here. And I'll pull in the base view. And I'm just going to find that bolt. So here it is. I'll go ahead and put my views on. That's way too big, so I think I'm going to scale her down to about 2 here. And I'll hit OK. Now I'll just kind of drag the views, get them into better positions. And probably move these down just a hair. So now I'll go to annotate, and I'm going to choose dimension here. And I'm going to say, you know what, from here to here, 0.5. Then I'm going to use hole and thread. Now this is a first for us, really. We'll click hole and thread. I'm just going to click the circle there, and it's going to tell me, there it is, it's 1/4 UNC. Now, I don't have to dimension the circle because it's actually given here, right? Remember, we learned how to read thread nodes. I am going to go to baseline, and I'll say, you know what, let's go ahead and baseline all of this so that they know. If I don't baseline this, I don't know that this only goes up 1 inch, right? Remember, we threaded it only to go up 1 inch. Double click it and just hit that shaded view and hit OK.